So the Cardinals are on the board with a bunch of fours up there. 4:44 left in quarter number one. Luck is on the board.
And if I'm sure you've already noticed, there's the scoreboard is up on the screen as we speak, so everybody knows what the score is all the game.
That's a good thing.
Yes, it is.
Makes our
Hunter
job
Selleck.
easier.
Hunter Selleck and the two-point conversion.
Another 2-point conversion for the Luck football boys.
4:44 left first quarter.
8-0.
Cardinals 8. Shell Lake to receive.
It's good to see that even with the fumble and the turnover, they don't get down and they're just, okay, it's a long game yet. Not to worry about turnovers, even though you don't want them.
It's interesting looking at the Shell Lake running attack against Frederick. Their quarterback, Krutke, was their leading rusher. He had 23 yards. And for the game, they didn't have all that much.
They had a lot of yards passing.
Yeah.
As you can see, he's got a fantastic arm.
Yeah, they had total 40 yards against Frederick, and Frederick committed 3 turnovers, 3 pass interceptions that hurt Ben Chanel's.
And last year's score between the Lakers and Luck, they were up on us at halftime. And that was the only game all season that were behind at half. We did end up winning 48-32, but it was a battle the whole game right up to the end. We expect that to happen tonight too, and as you can see, it's give and go. And Gage Johansson, who is our new kicker this year, he's never kicked before, but he's doing a fantastic job. He's lining up for the Cardinals to kick off from the 30.
Well, it's nice to see Gage out there. He's a good athlete. He's a great basketball player, a great baseball player, and athleticism is definitely out of bounds. Is in the bloodlines of that young man's family. So we're pleased to see him playing football.
And if those of you at home think that was a bad kick, it really wasn't, just because coaches like to have a lot of squib kicks. And sometimes they go out of bounds if you got that kind of spin on them, especially on a right-footed kicker. Okay, they're going to back us up 5 yards. There's a penalty on that. So they back us up 5 yards. Kick it again.
Interesting that they would do that.
You got 3 options.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where it goes out?
Yep. You can take 5 yards from where it goes out. You can take the 25-yard line, or you can take 5 yards on a penalty and have them re-kick.
Interesting.
And these officials here are the first time they've ever done an 8-man game, so they came over and asked me how it all worked.
Well, see, there's that Swiss Army knife. I mean, now you're an official consultant as well.
There we go. Sure. Another squib kick. What
Picked
it does,
up at the
what
20.
it does is a lot of times it disrupts the timing of the return team.
Going nowhere. Crosses the 25, maybe to the 27.
Shell Lake will start 1st and 10 from their own 27.
And here come the Lakers. 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line.
We got Deuce Wright. Single man in the backfield other than the quarterback. Jet motion right. Middle.
Hand off up the middle.
Nice gain of about 4 yards.
Who's that on the
Number
tackle?
32 is on the 33 on the carry.
Is that Dawson Van Meter, number 9? I
Yes,
think Dawson made the stop.
Van Meter on the stop for the Cardinals to pick up 2 on the play.
2nd down and 8. Just across the 30-yard line.
We got singles left and singles right. Hunter Selleck and Gage Johansson covering those guys up, hopefully. Here's the pass. Going deep, going deep, going deep, going deep. Find it. Nice catch. Oh, nope, no catch. Good defense.
Selleck.
Played that extremely well. He waited like we taught him. Wait till that receiver looks for the ball, and that's when you turn, and he played it perfectly.
Bring up 3rd and 8 for the Lakers.
Selleck looked like he was beat off the move to the post, but he made up the ground on the while the ball was in the air. Made a great play. 4 minutes left in quarter number 1. 8-0 Luck.
The 3rd, about 8.
I got to believe they're going to be throwing it.
It wouldn't surprise me. It's probably a good spot for the screen. They haven't ran one yet, and they do have them. Comes a blitz.
Pressure.
Got him. Dawson Van Meter with the blitz.
Van Meter blitzes up the middle.
Dustin Van
Quarterback
Meter on
sack
the
back
for the
about the
Cardinals.
22, maybe 23-yard line.
That's something new we put in this week as a blitz package. About 5 or 6 different variations of it, depending upon what Coach Humpel calls. I can see when Dawson's coming up. Here comes one of them.
Well, and the thing about that I noticed is we had our defensive linemen up front standing up. They weren't down in a 4-point or 3-point.
And with that blitz, what happens? We end up with 4 guys on 3. You got 3 guys blocking 4, and somebody's got to give. Punt. Blocked.
Blocked.
Pick and score. Pick and score. Look at that. Pick and score.
54.
Dominic Caroon.
Tom Caroon.
With the block. Pick it up. Took it in for score.
Well, that's true.
Well, yeah, it works. So with 3:16 left to go in the first quarter, Cardinals score again on a blocked punt.
14, looking to make
2-point conversion.
16.
Bennett Jensen. Oh, that's the first 2-point conversion we haven't scored on this year, but it's bound to happen.
Good defensive play up front. Number 66.
Blake Flash.
Flash on the stop. Flash is a 191-pound junior.
Lakers to receive.
That was all set up by that blitzing coverage, and Dawson Van Meter sacked him on 3rd and 8. I think I'm going to text Kenzie right now, let him know.
Let him know his
Yeah, it worked.
his coaching and insights. Does Don come in a couple days a week, 1 day a week?
He just I don't even have his phone number. Oh, he comes in on Tuesdays. Runs the scout team, works on the specials a little bit. Yep.
Yeah.
It's in his blood. You can't get away from it completely.
I hear you.
I hear you. I think I've retired 4 times too, but I'm still here. Gage Johansson preparing to kick off again. Probably going to see a lot more passing already.
Yeah.
Back deep
It'll be interesting to see if the
There's a deep kick. Roll into the end zone. Touchback.
Touchback.
Now
Out to the 25?
15.
15.
That's what's really important about being able to do that on an 80-yard field, because Gage can put him in the end zone. We did it quite often against the Granite Diggers.
All right.
And what that is, it backs him up to the 15-yard line. That's a deep hole to start out in. Versus the last one came out and it was about the 28, I believe, when
That's
he scooped
correct.
it. Yep. He didn't hit that one real high, but it sure was on a rope.
And there's no such thing as running the ball out of the end zone in
There
high
is
school
not
football.
in high school, correct. Anything into the end zone, even if you catch it in there, anything, it's all automatic touchback. Split right, split left. Yep.
Oh. Number 3.
Gavin Fredericks. Of course, we always have problems with that because you're the one over the top of the ball. It's not moving, but it happens. Get a little antsy and jumpy. And
Yellow flag fell out of the pocket. Both sides of the field. Offsides on the defense.
1st and 5 after that 5-yard
It's first and
penalty
5
assessment
Lakers
against the
from their own
Cardinals.
great passing down. That split right. Single backfield.
Boom.
Miller on the carry,
And that was a boom.
Levi Jensen.
Riley Reynolds and Levi Jensen.
Riley down below and Levi up top.
Miller no gain.
High-low
Second and 5 for
combination.
the Lakers from their own 20.
3 minutes left in quarter number 1. Gosh, what a beautiful night for a football game. Couldn't ask for anything better on the 30th of August.
No humidity, nice
Yeah.
temperatures,
Yeah.
no bugs in the booth.
Have
Deuce
to-
right, deuce left. They're going to pass. Got a swing route going. Oh, comeback route. Dropped it. Got nobody covering the swing guy, and number 33 coming out of the backfield.
Sellant on the coverage.
Ball's incomplete. Make it 3rd and 5 for the Lakers.
3rd down and 5.
Double deuce right and left.
Cardinals running on personnel, running people off the play. Pass is incomplete.
Brings up 4th down.
Over the middle.
Last week that had been pass interference. He did bump him a little bit. But
From their own 20-yard line.
now it's probably decision time. Probably not quite yet this early, but no, they'll put somebody back to punt.
Looks like number 84.
14 points is not that much in 8-man football.
I don't have an 84 in my program. It must be 81. McNulty.
He was punting. No punter back. We're going for the block again. Nobody back for the punt.
Yeah, I noticed that against the Diggers.
Yep. You're going to get some roll out of that.
McNulty's punt Karam's in.
At the 34-yard line, Cardinal ball. 1st and 10 with 2:23 left in the first quarter.
Looked like he speeded that up a little bit. I think he was a little gun shy from the last punt.
Yes, yes.
Because there's nobody back. He's got plenty of time. He thinks. Of course, the last one got blocked, and that changes your whole perspective.
Punters do have a long memory when they get those things blocked.
Just like kickers. I just got to worry about the next one. Can't change the last one. 1st and 10 of the 26. Wyatt Jensen, big hole, big hole. There's 10 yards. That's a
First down, Cardinals.
Pick up a 9 on the play.
Oh, man. I thought he had the first down.
So
but
did I.
that's why we're up here and the boys down there have got
That's
the
right, we're
stripes
not
on.
wearing stripes, exactly.
One for the Cardinals and the Lakers 36.
We are the non-stripe officiating team from the booth.
Bennett Jensen again on the 12.
First down. Crosses the 35 to about the 32, maybe 33.
That's
course,
the luck Cardinal.
My goodness.
Of course, when I do stats, of course, I look at film and everything like that, and I realized after doing stats that things weren't adding up. So what happened was on the last play of the 3rd quarter, we sacked him, and it was 3rd and 13. When it started the 4th quarter, it was 3rd and 7.
Well, that's
Because
interesting.
things weren't matching up. That's coming back anyways. I believe we have a flag on the Cardinals on that.
Levi Jensen around left end for good yardage, but we've got a handkerchief on the field. We'll see what it's about.
I'm guessing we get motion because that's usually what happens with the way our Cardinals. Yep, there it is.
Procedure indicated against Luck, so that play will come back.
Reason why that gets called in our offense because you have to be set for 1 second before you can snap the ball. And with our timing is so precision orientated that sometimes we leave a little early and we get caught for it. And that, of course, resulted in a loss of a great big run.
Illegal motion is the call.
All right, so we've got a 5-yard penalty.
1st and 15 for the Cardinals.
1st and 15 at the 39-yard line.
We hope to clean up a lot of our penalties because we had quite a few of them last week.
Well, you got to expect that, I guess, in your first ball game, especially when you got new people out there.
They're stopping Levi pretty good. They're keying on him.
Levi Jensen on the carry.
Wasn't much of a hole over there, that's for sure. No place to run.
Got it well, about 1 back, maybe. There's even a line of scrimmage.
2nd and long. We'll call it 15.
Second 15 for the Cardinals.
Levi Jensen again. Oh, got to get there to kickout block. Come on,
Nope.
Dawson. Dawson's got to get there quicker.
That little inside trap failed to take that defensive end out of the play.
3rd and 16.
No gain on the play.
From midfield.
Dawson pulls on that, but he's got to get out in front of Levi, and that's hard to do sometimes.
Yeah. Well, and again, I think Levi will come to understand that maybe he needs to just delay a little bit.
Sure. Yep.
And again, play in a new position.
Yep.
Instead of Levi pulling and making a block, now somebody's blocking for Levi.
Yep. That is the end of the first quarter. The Cardinal lead 14-0.
But like everything in this offense, it's predicated on execution and timing, and sometimes timing off just a little bit, the play goes sour in a heartbeat. So,
and of course, Shell Lake defensive coaches, they have their keys too. They're watching who they need to see, and they're coming after. It's just a matter of the timing. And then like Luck's offense too, you can get stop, and all of a sudden bang, bang, there goes 55-yard or whatever. Just patience with it.
Looking at games on the We Are Stream system this week, we've got Abbotsford playing at Grantsburg. We've got Cumberland at St. Croix Falls. Dennis Anderson down there covering the game. I'm sure Bob Rosberg is covering the Abbotsford-Grantsburg game. We've got Northwood Solon Springs playing at Frederick, and that could be an interesting game. Owen Withy plays at Webster. Unity is at Amory. Spooner is at Cameron. And Siren is on the road at Prairie Farm. So those are the games supposedly that are going to be covered on the We Are streaming network tonight.
Start the second quarter with the Cardinals facing 3rd and 16 from midfield.
First play of the second quarter. We got 1st and 15, well, probably 16 at the midfield stripe at 40-yard line.
Big play here for the Luck boys. There's
a pass. That's a rare one. Got plenty of time. Come back and get it. Oop, a little over.
Intended for Sellant.
They'll bring up 4th down.
Incomplete. That was well covered.
It was well covered.
He had a lot of time. The blocking up front for the Cardinals was more than adequate, but the defense played the pass well and
right in his hip pocket where he needed to be.
Was incomplete. So
Cardinals are lining up to punt. And this will be our first punt of the season. Nice snap. Nice high punt. Good coverage punt. Fair catch. The 13-yard line.
Punt, fair caught at the 13-yard line by number 82, Timothy Maribel. So the Lakers will start 1st and 10 from their own 13.
Take over on downs. 11:45 to go in the second quarter. We have Lucas at 14-0. Came about that with Wyatt Jensen getting about a 28, 29-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion attempt. Dominic Caroon blocking a punt and picking it up and scoring, and we missed a 2-point conversion after that. Looks like we got double deuce right and left. One guy comes out, one goes in. Pass. Number 2. Oh, he's open in the middle.
Get him, Riley.
Here we go. Safety. There it is.
Right on the goal line.
Right on the goal line. They're going to give it to us. Right at the about the 1-yard line. Big sack.
That was huge. That was huge. Riley Reynolds applied the initial pressure and was not able to bring Krutke down, but he certainly set the table for the defensive stop.
Good coverage sack. Everybody looked like they were covered.
Well done. That's interesting how they run Gavin Fredericks off up front, and they run.
Yep, on the double deuce. That's the game plan. Yep.
They run Bennett in.
Yep, because Gavin's the nose tackle at 145 pounds.
I played nose tackle at 145 pounds.
Did you?
I was mostly nose. I wasn't much for tackle. Incomplete pass. It looks like we got about 3rd and 21. Possibly about that, or 22. Sheila's got on the board, 22. Yep. I suppose there's 10:48.6 seconds left, isn't there? You don't argue with Miss Brown concerning.
No. She is the clock guru of luck.
Perhaps of the whole Northwest territory here. She
state champ.
She works on this.
Double split.
Trouble.
He's throwing it out of bounds. 4th down, they're going to have him deep. I guarantee you we're coming after this one. He's a 30-yard punter, so we get it to 20-yard line, 25. Oh, we got somebody talking, but I don't see any flags on the field.
Does it have to get to the line of scrimmage or something?
Nope.
I mean, the line of scrimmage was basically the goal line.
Yeah.
4th and long for the Lakers from their own 1.
No, they're going to call a timeout. They're going to discuss this a little bit.
Luck coaching staff wants an intentional grounding, which would have resulted in a safety, I believe. But
there was nobody there, so why they didn't call that.
He threw it away.
Coach Dunlap is discussing it with him. Sometimes his discussions become a little heated, but it's okay. He's a fiery guy, and you know.
Those Irishmen, you know.
Yeah.
They get heated up in a hurry.
It's not Mick Dunlap, it's Dunlap, isn't it? Yeah. And actually, I think some of them discussions last week cost us the pass interference call, too.
Well,
But it is what it is. You know, if you don't say anything, you got to say something.
well, this will be interesting to see if the Cardinals apply their all-out rush to get a block.
Yeah, they will.
And
Where it's placed, it will. We have a yard line that we use that gauges what we do.
all right.
Yep.
So, all you folks out there in streamer land, keep your eye on this defensive
And I'm sure,
rush.
I'm sure Coach Humple instructed them, do not hit the kicker. Don't give him a free one.
McNulty back.
And the other punts, he was back about 11 yards, and right now he's only back about 9, so this is going to have to be a quick punt. They got everybody in. They got no missiles going down. Nobody back.
He got it off.
He did.
Ball hits at the 30.
Ooh, good bounce. Good
and
bounce.
gets a huge roll for the Lakers to the 36-yard line, and the Cardinals
Goes dead at the 36.
First
The Cardinals
down.
take over first and 10.
45-yard punt. Not bad.
not too shabby considering,
And that's
you know,
measured from the line of scrimmage.
yeah, considering where he
Yep.
was.
So I read one time on average, if you let a punt bounce, on average you lose another 13 yards.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. See? We're learning here.
That was a great offensive play.
Cardinals coming up here.
36-yard line. Bennett Jensen up the middle. Good block. Good block. Go Bennett. Go Bennett.
To the 25-yard line, 24-yard line.
Brought down at the 25-yard line.
About a
They
19-yard
picked
carry
up
by
another
Bennett.
luck Cardinal.
I think
First
McNulty was in on that stop.
Hearing his
McNulty.
name a lot. He's all tackle all over the place.
He had 9 tackles against Frederick.
Yep, that's huge. First and 10 at about the 24 and a half.
Uh-oh.
Get on it. Hunter Sellent fumbled and dropped
On
it,
the
picked it
play,
up.
Picked up by Stellan.
Another mishandled snap.
Yep.
Not a snap. It was a
Well,
handout.
it was a
Mishandled
handout,
handout.
yep.
The snap was fine.
That's 3 fumbles. We've lost 1. Too many balls on the ground.
Loss of a couple on the play brings up 2nd and 12
Makes it 2nd and 12 for the red and black.
as the sun slowly sinks
The
into the
Lakers
west here. Our
27.
field is pretty much in shadows now.
That's our beast formation. Wyatt Jensen. Keep going, Wyatt. Keep going.
Look at that
First
kid
down.
go.
Second effort, huge. That was even
lady,
third effort there, I think.
that, ladies and
8-12,
gentlemen, is a
got
sophomore
13
running
for
back.
Another luck Cardinal.
He's got a motor,
First
just
down.
keeps going.
Well done. 1st and 10.
That guy hadn't had a shirt, he might have broke it.
That's true. The old tearaways. Where's the tearaway jerseys?
Yeah. So 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Cardinals got the ball. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line of Shell Lake.
For those of you guys who remember tearaway jerseys, it was Earl Campbell who would take the football, and by the time he was in the end zone, he was wearing nothing.
Yeah. Just kept going. Everybody grab a piece and rip it off, and he kept going.
Jensen on the carry.
He was a beast. Of course, we're aging ourselves again.
Yeah.
That's all right.
No gain on the play.
The
Make it
Tyler
2nd and 10
Rhodes.
for the Cardinals.
8.5 minutes left in a half. No gain on that last play. 2nd and 10.
Levi Jensen. Boy, they're stuffing him up good.
Yeah, it looks
They're all
like.
keen on Levi.
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
They absolutely are.
Picks up about a half a yard.
Well, you can bet your bottom dollar there'll be adjustments made. Number 79 was in on that tackle, Seth Simmond, who had 10 tackles against Frederick. He was the leading tackler
Simmons on the tackle for the Lakers. Makes it
for
third
the
and a long
Lakers
9
in
for
their
Cardinals
opener against
from
Frederick.
Laker 14.
3rd down and 10. Big 3rd down play. Back to pass. What do we got here?
Another penalty. Oh,
Signaled against
he signaled
Shell
against
Lake.
Shell Lake. Yep. We'll take it.
That makes it a little more
Play blown dead.
Yep.
makeable.
Oh, well, there it is, because he called illegal motion
Ball
against the
start.
defense, so that doesn't work.
Ball against
Yeah.
the Cardinals. Backs them up 5. Makes it
Stabbing ourselves. Too many penalties again.
Mental.
Those are discipline penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mental errors. Yeah, we'll see what we got here for a 3rd and 14. It looked promising when we started this drive.
Dawson pull. Bennett Jensen. Good. Oh,
There he goes.
good. Nice
There's
touchdown.
6.
Bennett Jensen from the 14-yard line.
There's 6.
Actually, wasn't even from the 14, it's from the 19.
slippery in for a Cardinal.
7:20 to go in the second quarter. Bennett Jensen with a 19-yard touchdown.
That play was made as a result of the fine blocks run by the 2 running backs that really
Yep, and then Dawson Van Meter kicked out on the trap block.
and really did the job. Cleared the path.
Good move by Bennett on the inside.
Good play call. Whoever called that down there.
Bennett Jensen again.
Stuffed up, short of the goal line. So the
2-point
Cardinals
conversion, no good. 7:20
are
left
1
in
for
the first
3 in
half.
terms
Your
of their
Cardinals
2-point conversions.
won. Lakers to receive.
Well, that worked out well considering the fact it was pretty shaggy going through it all. Penalties and drop balls. And
It wasn't pretty. Still a work in progress here. We're not
yes, it is. Second game of the season.
well, and this is the first game that Levi is playing with us, and he's playing in a position that he hasn't played before.
That is correct. Yep.
And you got Gage Johansson up there playing in his second game in his high school career. So not that we're looking for excuses, but that's the reality of the situation. So
Next Friday night, Luck travels to Clayton to take on the Bears, and that game's at 7 o'clock. That will also be on the We Are Network. I'll do that remotely as long as everything works good. This new technology and stuff, Bob has to babysit me through it all, but he does a great job of teaching me. It's just a matter of me learning well enough. And Shell Lake travels up to play the Mellon Granite Diggers. That'll be a 5 o'clock game.
5 o'clock. That's right. They don't have lights up there.
They don't have lights, and the 5 o'clock even seems late to me.
Yeah.
Yep, so Shell Lake will go up to the Granite Diggers. I love that nickname, too, the Granite Diggers.
That Indian Head Conference has got the best nicknames in the state.
They do.
The Trollers, the Castle Guard, Granite Diggers, the Midgets.
Evergreens.
They got every.
Ours is Tigers, Cardinals, just kind of boring. But we like the Cardinals. There's a deep kick.
That's going
That's
in the
where
end
we're
zone.
going. That's a touchback.
There
we
you go.
Johansson's kick
That's
into
the kind of stuff you gotta have right there.
Back. The Lakers will start 1st and 10 from their own 15.
Now, of course, when you have a 100-yard field, you're kicking out from the 40. It's that extra 10 yards. Now we're dropping it down at the 2 and the 3. That's when we start scrimming again.
Yeah.
Unless we can work on his foot leg, get it so we can.
Speaking of field situations, where is the 8-man state championship going to be played this year?
From what I understand, and don't quote me on this, even though I'm on the radio or the TV or whatever I'm at, I think it's going to be might be in the same place.
They're going to play at Stanley.
That seemed to work pretty well.
That was a wonderful
It was.
facility.
Fantastic
Wonderful facility.
Middle of the state. But until I hear otherwise, we'll just go with that.
Ball start is the call
Because
on the Lakers. Backs them up 5, makes it 1st
I
and
was fairly
15
certain it
from
wouldn't
their
be
own
at Camp
10.
Randall because there's no way they're going to be able
No.
to stripe up the field for
No,
8
and not
men.
only that, too, there's only 3 levels, so we're playing. They're not going to have 2 state championships back to back kind of thing, and
Yeah.
so that worked out really well. Fantastic facility. They treated us extremely well. It was top notch.
No, that was a great game on a great field.
Yep, and great competition. Those guys were tough.
And
It goes
Sebastian.
deep.
Oh.
Gage Johansson all over him, but pass is just a little about outside of bounds.
And Sevastopol went down to the Suring Eagles, a
They
school
did.
from my old conference.
Oh, yeah, Surrey nice.
So
Yep.
defending state champions, and I think that's Suring's first year in the 8-man.
It is. Actually, I think there's 50 teams enlisted on Wisp Sports of 8-man now. Now, whether some of them are eligible or not because of population of the schools, I haven't
200.
checked.
200 is the cutoff,
That
right?
is
Or
correct.
the 3-year rolling average
Yep.
can't be
Yep.
over 200.
200, yep. So we got Deuce left. And nobody covering this guy here.
Here's the
Wrong guy.
screen. Sellant is
There we go.
there.
Oh, hang on. Ooh, there we go. Sellant and Levi Jensen. Squirmy guy.
Green pass caught
Just
by
about broke
Green.
it. Got back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Sellant. Picks up 5 back to the original line.
You didn't
of
see that
scrimmage.
inside guy
Third
didn't have
and 10
anybody
for the
covering him,
Lakers
but
from their
Levi would have
15.
scoped it.
Yeah.
Probably. I would
Third-
assume so.
3rd and 10. 6:50 left in the half. Cardinals up by 20. Shell Lake's offense has been fairly well contained by the Cardinal defense so far.
Here comes the blitz with the guy open.
Boom! Oh, he stepped
Oh, they
up.
missed him.
He stepped up,
Oh, they had him.
and he's out of
oh.
bounds at the 30.
They had him and went right around him. If they had hit in the middle, they would have had him.
Needed 10, picked up 14.
Now, that's the chance you take when you blitz.
Knocked out
Leave a guy
of bounds
open,
by
but
Johansson.
step right up in
Shell
between
Lake
them.
First down. Be 1st and 10 from their own 29.
Yeah, I mean, it was a totally busted play, and it went for first down yardage. So 1st and 10 for the Lakers at their own 28. Ball out of bounds, stops the clock.
Deuce right, deuce left. One guy in, one guy out. Gavin Fredericks comes out, and Bennett Jensen goes in. Got jet motion, quarterback. That's not going anywhere.
That's not going anywhere
Loss of
at
2,
all.
probably. Wyatt Jensen on the initial hit, and Dominic Caroon.
Dom was in there in a heartbeat.
By Reynolds and Carew.
He's a big guy, and he's hard to move, so if you even got it blocked off, you
Makes it 2nd and 11 for the Lakers.
Loss on the play brings up 2nd down and 11. Just under 6 minutes left in the half.
got deuce right, deuce left again.
Cardinals changing defenses
Pass.
on the fly. That's fun to see.
Oop, threw that one out.
Breaking
Pass intended for Green.
Ball's incomplete. Defended
Overthrown
off
on the
right
far
side by-
sideline.
See, now what I would do if I was Shell Lake, no huddle offense.
Make it 3rd and 11.
No
for the
huddle
Lakers.
offense.
We'll see if they
Yep,
see if they
Could
make
change
that
at
adjustment.
halftime, yeah. Or just go no huddle on the double deuce, so Luck doesn't have time to change those guys. But that's just me.
Good observation, Coach.
Another pass,
No pressure.
24 is
Pressure's
open.
late. On the far sideline, he's close to first down yardage, but I think he's going to be marked short.
Wyatt Jensen chasing across the middle, but he was open.
Looks like he's about 3 yards short.
Oh, he stepped out early, it looks like, yep.
4th down
Make
and
it 4th and 4.
I think they're going to go for it.
From
They're
their
down
own
20 points.
36.
what the heck? You got nothing to lose.
Yep, short little pass, maybe even a screen. They haven't thrown one of those yet.
Got the double deuce
Double
again.
deuce, yep. Bennett over the top. Bennett Jensen, number 4 over the top.
Uh-oh.
That's
There
yeah,
he is.
Nice job.
Riley Reynolds gets an ankle grabbing
Ankle.
tackle.
13, Riley Reynolds.
Kept working. He was
Spun out
on.
of it, kept at it.
He's on the ground and he grabbed an ankle and brought down.
10 for the Lakers, 29.
That's one of the things we tried to improve on this week too, because last year we did a lot of bull rushing, didn't do any moves, didn't do anything, and they were just standing in front of us, and
Yeah.
we weren't getting to the quarterback, which allowed him to get 300 plus yards passing. But we worked on that this week too, and it seems to have paid off that time.
And Kretke is a big boy. He's 205 pounds.
Yep. Right? He's deceivingly quick sometimes. Sweet Bennett Jensen kick out block. Go Bennett, go Bennett, go Bennett. There it
There's
is.
6. There's 6.
Sneak.
Ooh, right
Oh.
on the 1 yard line. There's a 28 yard run, 1 yard short of where he needed to be.
Just short of that
First down.
goal line.
First and goal for the red and black.
Starting to
on
see
the
some
Laker
hanging heads
wall.
on the Shell Lakers side.
The old body posture tells a lot.
Yep.
This would be a big touchdown to get here.
Levi. Touchdown, Levi Jensen from 1 yard out with 5:16 to go in the first half. Cardinals 26.
Now that was
Lakers
actually
7.
a pitch. That wasn't a handoff.
Well, actually, it is a handoff. The running back is supposed to take it from the
Oh.
spin back, but if it's too far away, that's the timing thing.
Okay.
You might have to toss it to him once in a while.
Okay, because
So-
I
yeah.
thought, oh, wait a minute here. All right. 26 zip. Cardinals on top of the Lakers.
Wyatt Jensen.
There's a
Wyatt
2-point
Jensen
conversion.
Got it.
outside, lunges, 2-point
28.
conversion, good.
Wyatt Jensen. Again, second effort Wyatt.
Your Cardinals 28.
He's hit, he spins,
Lakers to receive.
Goes for the goal line.
and picks up that 2-point conversion. 28-0 with 5:16 left in the first half. Nice crowd here tonight.
First game of the season, beautiful weather.
Kids aren't even in school yet, so that sometimes is a challenge to get your student population involved because they're not here yet for classes.
Volleyball starts in full swing, I'm thinking, pretty quick here.
Tuesday, the girls play. I want to say they go to Unity,
Unity, that
and
is correct, yep.
then Thursday they host Webster. So Thursday night we'll be
And
covering
you
the-
and
Kick for the Cardinals.
I-
Chuck or
I'm assuming. I don't know. I haven't talked to Chuck. You know, I mean, what the heck? That's Thursday.
well, true.
Why why be overly prepared?
You know, you're always prepared. Okay, Johansson kick off again. Squib kick this time, down to the 7-yard line. Picked up by number 83, I believe,
He's not very big.
Christian Johnson. No, that couldn't be him because that Christian Johnson 6'2", 193. That's not him.
Ringgold return out.
82.
82.
There we go. 5'6", 135. There we
Yeah,
go. That'd be him.
he's-
Yep.
he's
25.
He's
The Lakers
not
will
very
start
big.
first and
I
10
think
from
that's
there.
I think that's a generous height and weight. Looking at him.
He's got quick wheels.
Yeah, he's been playing out as one of their receivers when they run that.
Looks like we got split right, split left, single backfield. There he goes.
Handoff up the middle. Good hitting up front. Good hitting up front. First contact made by
On the
Bleckinger.
ball. Harry.
Dominic Caroon and Carson,
Picks up one on the
Dawson
play.
and Levi all in on a tackle too. So
They finished him off.
good gang tackling. We needed to better that. We discussed that over the week too about going to the whistle. Some guys were standing around watching the play happen last week, being a spectator of their own sport, and we had to change that too. That's what each one of these games do. We learn from each one of them. The split right, split left, same formation as last time. Guy on this side is eligible. There's a pitch right. Little hole, closed up quick.
Maribel on the
Picked up
carry,
maybe a
knocked
couple
off
on the
by
far
Jensen.
sideline on that sweep right.
Hunter Sellett with the tackle.
But you know, you talk about
Pick
you
up a
talk
two
about
on the
learning
play,
from
a
mistakes,
third
and I
seven
think
for the
that's one of the
Lakers.
strengths of this coaching staff, is they're such good teachers of the game.
And not, and too, experience. We've all been together for 20 years. We kind
That's-
of know what we're all thinking, and we tape every practice. We go through every practice. We put it on huddle. We pick everything apart, and we're here to make these guys better.
and he chose.
Pass. He's going deep. Oh, there's a screen.
There's a screen.
Justin Blechinger. Nope, incomplete pass.
Shaky on the screen.
Justin Blechinger all over that one. That's a
Headed for
sophomore we
Fisher,
have,
calls
so he's doing well
incomplete.
this year. He had some runs last week too that were pretty fantastic. A lot of third and fourth efforts, just kept legs moving.
Caroon was really on that football. He came in really aggressive and took the ball away, but it was called incomplete. So 4th down, and
That's some of the new drills we've got this year too, is ripping and stripping and
A
Punt
punt.
formation. Nobody back again.
McNulty.
Ooh, that was close.
That was a nice punt.
Beautiful punt.
Hits inside the 20.
That was more of a Cardinal bounce.
Aram picked up by Mirabelle. That's
Hits inside the
Cardinal
20, and it
18.
kind of settles down there. That looked like
Coach Shell Lake doesn't look happy because he had 2 guys in there ready to block it. It was close.
For the Cardinals will take over.
Well, if we can
first
get
and
one more
10
score
from
here,
their own
hopefully with the 2-point
18.
conversion, we could have running clock start the second half.
that's true. 4:13 left in the half.
We got, I believe, just 1 timeout left. Or maybe, no, that was Shell Lake took. I think we might have 2 left. I know we took 1. So 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line of the Cardinals. Levi Jensen.
Levi Jensen on the carry.
Tackled by number
Picks up 3 on
79,
the play.
Seth Simmond.
Brought down by Simmons.
233 pounds, solidly packed on that 5-foot 11-inch frame.
Gain of about 2 on that for Levi, so we'll have 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Seth is a senior for the Lakers, playing on the nose. Uh-oh,
Bad
ball's on the
snap.
field.
Ball snap, bad snap, low on the ground.
Fumbled snap on the play.
Coaches,
Recovered by the Cardinals.
coaches might have a few things to say about that.
Yep.
That's one of those unforced errors that
Discipline errors.
just
Loss of about 1 on the play here.
I believe the last time Shell Lake played here, I can't remember the year, but it was back when Tom Halstern has got the state record in the 400 from Shell Lake played here. It was a Saturday afternoon playoff game. They beat us up pretty bad.
Wyatt Jensen
We're
on
going
the
to have
carry.
4th down on
3
think about-
minutes.
about 6.
3 on the play.
4th and 6.
We're going to punt.
We're going to punt. There's no sense giving them a short field.
Make them earn it.
Good. Jared Hutton and Justin Bletchinger come in for the punt. Last time was a great snap. There's a good punt.
Nice punt.
Oh, fair
Fair
catch
catch.
to 28-yard line. Good
Fair
coverage.
catch,
Hunter
fair
Sellen,
catch.
Bletchinger down there
Lakers will
right when he
start
caught it.
1st and 10 from their own 28.
Nice punt, forcing a fair catch. Laker ball at their 28-yard line, 1st and 10, 2:39 left in the half.
We call that a good coverage punt, but you got good hang time. It allows your gunners to get down there and when he catches that ball.
You know, and sometimes that fair catch isn't easy to make when you know those gunners.
Yeah,
when you know
hear
those
them
gunners-
footsteps.
Yeah.
Well,
You
Yep.
know the gunners are coming down there now. They're not supposed to hit me, but
And
it's
you're
only
not-
human nature to say,
and
whoa.
you're not looking at them, but you still see them in the peripheral. Okay, we got split right, split left. They're going to try and go for it, I'm sure.
Rolls out, keeper. Oh,
Oh, really? That's football.
I don't believe that.
I don't either.
I'm sorry.
That's
Ricky on
football.
the carry.
He tackled him.
Tackled by Levi.
They hit him hard and he
Jensen. Flag
dropped.
on the play.
Well, Coach Dunlap, he's gonna say his piece. He pushed his hands out.
What? Why?
Oh, that was bad. I know Mr. Rombach, he told us not to argue with it, but that was bad. Said he did. He said he led with his head.
Personal foul leading with the helmet.
Then why did they only take 5 yards?
I don't understand.
I don't either.
I don't get it.
So I guess we got first down, and well, the marker's off. It looks like 1st and 3. Oh, they're still discussing something.
We didn't take enough yards here.
Well, I know they didn't. It's a 15. If it's a personal foul, it's 15 yards. Ah, there we go.
Take 10 more.
They finished walking off the penalty.
Well, now what? Oh, they took. Okay,
Puts the
yeah, that
Lakers
was
into
right.
Cardinal territory.
So they got the penalty figured out correctly. 2:19 left in the half.
1st and 10 for Shell Lake. from the
Lakers
Cardinal 34.
inside Cardinal territory here via the
33-yard
penalty.
line.
Oh,
Pass intended for
Incomplete.
Johnson, ball's incomplete.
Christian Johnson, the intended receiver, 6'2" 193-pound senior. He's a big kid out there.
And I think they probably would like to go deep, but they're not getting enough time to be able to go deep.
That's
That's
right.
what's happening. We're getting that pressure up front with the front three with Gavin Fredericks, Riley Reynolds, and Dominic Roon. They're giving good pressure up front. That's what it takes to slow down that passing game. Holding. There we go. Good job. Gage Johansson.
By Mirabel, brought down on the play by Johansson.
2 minutes
No gain.
left in the half.
3rd and a long 9 to 33, we'll say.
That was the Messer 2-minute warning.
Messer time. And Gavin Fredericks out. Wyatt Jensen, not Wyatt, excuse me, one of the Jensens. Bennett. Okay, looks like we got double deuce left.
3rd and 10. Big third down play for the Lakers here.
Come back. There,
Oh.
good. Another nice play.
Well played.
Under
Sallant again. Boy, he
Green,
really breaks well on that pass.
Yep, he reads as soon as they stop, and now we got to watch out for the hitch and go.
4th down and 10.
Yeah, they're certainly not going to punt. Not in this territory.
1:32 left in the half. Maybe time for timeout and come up with a bit of razzle dazzle.
Pretty sure they must have
Yep.
one left. There it is.
Yep, there's their timeout.
That's the third one.
Timeout taken by Shell Lake. During this timeout at the Cardinals Nest, I remind you to support the FCCLA at the concession stand. Hot pop, cold coffee.
I remember that from last year. Hot pop and cold coffee. Great popcorn, and smell it from here.
That was always a point of discussion back in the day with Mickey Peterson. Mickey would evaluate the conference in terms of popcorn.
Oh, Unity. Unity's number one.
And so, I mean, it was the...
I've had a lot of popcorn over the last 25 years, jumping all over the country. Unity gets number one. It's not too far above Luck, only the fact that they got 8 kinds of salt.
Oh, 8 kinds of salt?
8 kinds of salt.
Oh, my Lord.
You can mix and match, and you can make it whatever you want it to taste like. So we'll have 4th down and a long 9 with
Pressure
going deep.
in
there
his
it is.
face.
Too deep.
Yep.
There was that hitch and go I talking about right there.
Ball's incomplete.
That's Gage Johansson on that. Got a little bit, but
And Riley Reynolds was in the quarterback's face on the release.
the Cardinals take over on downs, so it'll be 1st down and 10 at the 33-yard line. They got time.
We got time here for another touchdown. Let's see what we can do here. I think the Cardinals will be kicking to start the second half. They had possession to start the ball game, so
That is correct.
they will be kicking off to start the second half. But so far their defense has really played well. They've pretty much shut down just about anything that Shell Lake wants to do. Impressive defensive performance so far.
Oh,
Trouble.
again. Oh,
Fumble by the Cardinals.
took his eye off it. Right to him, it
Picked
looked
up
like.
by Johnson.
Wow.
With that turnover, the Lakers will start 1st and 10 from the Cardinal 23.
Not one turnover last week, and we've had 2 so far and 4 drop balls on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, defense backs against the wall. Big, good momentum killer here.
Yeah, they need to stop.
Minute 21 to go. You know they're going to throw. They want to stop the clock. They have no more timeouts left. Get the pressure. Get the pressure.
Completed.
Yep.
Number 81.
Short little ends.
McNulty over the middle to the 10. Whoops. Make it to 13.
Picks up a 1st down on the play. A 1st and 10 from the Cardinals 13.
Actually, I'm surprised they haven't done that sooner because it is.
Yeah.
When you get that opening across the middle. Got deuce left. Get him. Hang on to him. Hang on to him. There we go. Levi Jensen ran him out of bounds. Clock is still running.
Van Meter in on the stop.
Even though he did go out of bounds, that's considered a forward momentum thing, so that's why they keep the clock running, even though he went out of bounds. I learned that last year when I was officiating.
Okay. 40 seconds, and the clock continues to run.
You know they're going to have to throw it to the end zone.
2nd down and 17.
There we go. Gavin Fredericks out. Bennett Jensen in for the deep coverage. Deuce right, Deuce left. Tight end right here across the middles. There it is.
Trouble.
Nice catch. 2 guys on him.
Touchdown.
Beautiful pass.
With 14 seconds left in a half.
Yeah, one little turnover. It's all it takes.
Tyler.
Momentum going in the second half. They get the ball.
Tyler Green went up and won that rebound.
Beautiful spiral, right where he needed to put it.
Yeah.
Didn't look like either one of Hunter or Bennett found that ball when it got in there.
No.
Could hold them here. This could be a big 2 points sometime down in the future. It's amazing how 2-point conversions can really make a difference in a game.
Back to pass. 2-point conversion is good.
By Johnson, 2-point conversion, good.
Christian Johnson.
14 seconds left,
Well, turnover caused that.
28 to 8.
Your Cardinals.
28 to 8. 14 seconds left in the first half of action here at Garrow Field. First home game for the Luck Cardinals of the 2019 season. Boy, how quick things can change.
It sure can. That's why I say even with a 28-point lead, you never know with 8-man football. The scoring can happen quickly and often. I wouldn't be surprised to see an onside kick.
Yeah.
That short amount of time left.
Hey, what's happening?
Lakers, after scoring on a beautiful pass, and a turnover from Luck about the 24-yard line.
Kick from the Lakers, number 2, Tyler Green.
Tyler Green
Kicking it deep.
goes deep.
Levi
Picked
Jensen
up at
down
the
to-
1.
They're
Looking-
pushing it back. Ooh,
Ooh, looking
Nowhere.
for
Levi Jensen on the
looking
return,
for an
brought
opening
down
that
by
just
Fisher,
never
number
developed.
10.
9 seconds left to go. What do you think? Take a knee and
Yep.
go in and talk about it?
Yep. Too many fumbles to worry about something now. Give
There's
him the ball
Laundry
back.
on the play. Illegal block is the call.
Yep, I saw that. Half the distance to the goal. Should be around about the 5-yard line.
5.5.
5.5, yes.
This-
Sheila, is there 9.6 seconds or 9.2? Well, that's exactly 9. Okay.
The goal Cardinals will start 1st and 10 from their own 5.
Last play of the first half. No, they're going to
Sweep.
run it.
Bennett
Out of bounds.
Out of
We'll
bounds.
have another play. 5 seconds to go. 4.
Bennett Jensen on the carry. Out of bounds on the right side.
Sheila, you need some
Picks up
lights?
about 6.
There, well, we have lights for Sheila so she can see her scoreboard.
2nd and 4 for the Cardinals.
More than likely the last play of the first half. Ooh, that's dangerous. There's a flag on Luck.
Play blown dead.
Yep, Luck left too early again.
Oh, Boise.
Yeah.
Boise.
Too many flags.
Can't.
Hard to get a drive going if you keep doing that. 2 seconds left to go in the first half.
Back the Cardinals up 5, make it 2nd and 9 for the red and black.
Yeah, they back them up 5 is half the distance again, but still. Just take a knee. Wow. Can't believe we're throwing it.
That was a solid hit.
Still going. Oop, now he's down. And that ends the first half.
First half ends.
That'll end the first half here at the Cardinals' nest.
Cardinals 28,
Going to the
Lakers
break.
8.
Shell Lake Lakers 8. Your Luck Cardinals.
Momentum
28.
momentum the last couple of minutes of that half
It's all Shell Lake, yep.
definitely switched over to the Lakers side of the ledger. So we'll see what kind of halftime adjustments the boys from Luck make, and I'm sure the coaches are going to talk about the mental mistakes and the
hanging on to the football.
yeah.
Granted, you know, even pros fumble, but still it's
Fundamentals, good snaps, good handoffs, you know, get your timing down.
And I could understand, you know, you get hit big and hard, somebody puts a helmet on the ball, things happen.
Yeah.
That's a given, you know, that can happen anytime. But, you know, we haven't had any fumbles really where we've been hit or anything else. It's just been our own stuff going on.
So, I'd like to call the attention of our viewers to some recent additions to the We Are Network, streaming network out there. Our fearless leader, Bob Rombach, has got 3 different kinds of podcasts going. He's got a Northwood Sports Report hosted by Eli Merrick, which recaps the week in sports across the network. He also has a sponsor spotlight, and during the sponsor spotlight, he interviews the people whose names and businesses appear on the bottom of the screen. I know he did an interview with Jensen Furniture.
He called me last week in regards to the Mellon game. Yep.
And so there's those 2 things, and then Eli and Bob, Eli Merrick and Bob Rombach, have got a border battle show on a podcast where Eli basically stands up for the Packers and Bob stands up for the Vikings, and and Bob stands up for the Twins. And I don't know where Eli I don't know where Eli is a Yankee fan. I know where that came from, but anyway, so check out the website and visit those podcasts. The idea of sponsors being interviewed, I think, is really significant because they feel, you know, they get some ownership in it. They get a chance to talk about themselves, their businesses, and you know, the roles that they play in the various communities that they serve. So take a look at those podcasts that are also part of the We Are streaming network.
And Eli's from Cameron, and he came on last year a little bit late, and he was just a young guy, but he's all go-along about it, and he's fantastic. It's working out for Bob really well.
Do you know who his dad is?
I do not.
Joe Merrick.
There you go. Joe Merrick is an alumni from Luck.
That's right. Chiropractor, retired chiropractor. Had his office, his business out of Frederick, but that's Joe's boy.
There you go, small world. Actually, speaking of small worlds, I was we went on vacation last week, about a week ago, my wife and myself and the grandkids, and we went out and did the Grand Canyon, and we did Zion National Park, we did Bryce National Park, Capitol Reef, Canyonlands, Arches, Monument Valley. We just made a great big giant circle.
Sure.
So here we are the first night. We were on top of the stratosphere in Las Vegas, 107 stories up, and wouldn't you know, I saw somebody from Luck.
You're kidding.
No, Tony Peterson's wife.
Yes.
Sherry Peterson, yep. I looked at her, and she kind of looked at me and said, no, I couldn't be. And all of a sudden she goes, Al? And I said, Sherry, yep. So, yeah, you just never know. That was just, you know, it always seems like no matter where you go, you always see somebody you know.
That's crazy.
This country is not as big as you think.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we were up in Alaska in 2008, ran into somebody on a shuttle bus out in the middle of Denali Park. Used to be from Luck.
There you go.
Yeah. And a lady that served us, and of course my wife Eileen had a Packer shirt on, and I had my Viking shirt on, but we walked in and she said, oh, you guys from Wisconsin? Well, yeah, we are, but where are you from? You wouldn't. It's just a small little town in Wisconsin. Well, we're Luck. Oh, she goes, I'm from Cumberland. So, yeah.
How about that? Go figure. Yeah. I'm sure the coaches are both making their adjustments of what they need to do to try and change the way things are happening. We've got the Brain Trust down in front of us, Xing and Oing feverishly. So they'll be heading into
Coach Hubble, Coach Dunlap, Coach Steen, Coach Wells, and Coach Dexter. Yeah, it's nice to have Trevor and Parker a part of the. Both alumni that played for us, a lot of successful seasons. And, get some youth in here. There's a lot of drills that we just don't do anymore, us older guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about that?
You know, like when we do punt